This is the 3pm Takeover, Radio Northern Beach's only drive-home show.
Keep it right here for a whole hour of fresh hits and entertainment for your Wednesday afternoon.
Here we go.
This is Horses by Daryl Braithwaite to kick off our Australian special. Welcome to the 3pm Takeover. This is our Australian special of the show, and I'm so excited. This is such a cool theme to have. What do you reckon?
It's going to be fun. I'm keen to think of koalas and kangaroos and emus. I just imagine them hopping and jumping and crawling around the studio with us.
Ugh, no, I don't like the sound of that.
I always forget that you just don't like animals. That would be
I hate
awesome.
animals. Animals are horrible.
I'd love to be hopping around our room. In saying that, I have eaten kangaroo.
Oh, ew, I haven't.
I had it for the first time like a couple weeks ago in like a burger.
That's really cool. Oh.
Yeah, so I've like officially eaten one of our national icons and I feel proud.
Ooh, talking of national icons, I hope you checked out our Facebook cover photo, which was amazingly done by Victoria.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Really good use of skills there that I don't have. But talking about Australia, Australians are pretty laid back. What do you reckon?
Oh, just a bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh, we work hard, but we also know how to relax.
So laid back, we're falling over. But on that note, stress? Are you a stressed kind of person?
Yes. Oh my goodness, do I stress. Especially this time of semester. I have just under 2 weeks left and then I finish my university degree for good.
So close.
Like internal screaming just perpetually throughout the next 2 weeks for me, basically. So that's why I find it really helpful, and I think it's important to know how to like dress less and relax and know how to like self-care is really important.
Self-care, I like that.
Yeah. I think it's important at any age and any point of your life. You need to know how to take care of yourself and have you time and re-energize yourself.
Yeah, make sure that you have a good balance between work life and play and
definitely
all that kind of thing.
So,
Namaste, do your yoga.
I found 10 tips to stress less.
Oh, tell me.
And I know that you have an 11th amazing top tip for us.
Do I?
But
we'll find out.
I feel like you do. I feel like it's a tip you've given me a few times that I think could be good.
Okay. Well, hit me up first with your 10 tips.
So, the first one is share something that makes you laugh.
Oh, like anything?
Yeah, I like this. Like,
jokes?
It could be a joke or like a video or a photo. I really like this idea because like the idea of sharing something and like making other people happy. I don't know. I just love that idea.
Yeah, laughing reduces stress. That's true.
I like that one. The next one I like a little less because of my aversion for the beach. Swim in the ocean is the tip.
Oh, but I can understand in the sense that that's like relaxing.
I guess, but getting dunked by waves is like a stress-inducing activity for me.
I was picturing more like breaststroke on like serene pool waters, not like getting dunked by a wave, but you know.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
I think it's supposed to be like, you know, relaxing your muscles, getting out in the sun. But yeah, I don't find swimming relaxing either. But I know what you mean. Don't swim. We don't recommend that tip. It's not relaxing.
Well, if it works for you, it works for you, but
it doesn't work for us.
Don't expect me to join you. Next one is remember that we all make mistakes. That's an important one.
I hate that phrase. It's like when we were talking on the show the other week about phrases we really don't like. That is one for me. When people are like, don't worry, it happens to everyone.
But that's not the same thing. It happens
like
to everyone.
Everyone makes mistakes. I'm like, no, I don't
I find it comforting. I'm like, okay, good. What I'm doing is not out of the ordinary. Making a mistake is not me as a failure. It's just this thing that's happened.
What else have you got?
Say no when you need to.
Okay.
That's... if anyone else is a people pleaser like I am, it's really important to learn when and how to say no.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a people pleaser. Yeah. That's a good one to remember.
Like, I'm like, yep, I can help that. Yep, I'll do this. Yep, I'll do that. And suddenly I'm like, I don't have time to do anything. Yeah. Cook a meal from scratch.
Oh, again, that's not relaxing.
Can be slightly stress-inducing, but...
Oh, it depends what it is.
But if you like cooking,
yeah,
then that's an excellent way. And you get to like eat it at the end.
I find baking lethargic. That is true.
Okay, bake a meal. Bake a thing from scratch.
I love baking.
Me too.
That's all. But yeah, it is kind of stressing.
Yum. Tell someone you love them. Hey, Hope. I love you.
I love my cat.
Oh, wow.
But I love you too.
Thank you. There it is. No. It still hurts.
It's all gone.
That's a nice one because hopefully you'll get the love reciprocated. And it won't be passed on to a cat instead of you. Thanks. Play your favorite song.
Yep.
That's a good one. And hopefully sometime during the show we can do that for you, listeners. Hopefully we can do that. Could be nice.
But you got to let us know our favourite songs by sending us messages and writing on our Facebook page.
Yeah, we don't know what your favourite songs are unless you tell us. We could play the guessing game. It will take a very long time. There are a lot of songs out there, but we will do our best. Next one's do more of what's important to you. I feel like that kind of covers the rest. Like it could be...
That's sort of just like a see all of the above thing.
Yeah. Be proud of who you are and celebrate when things go well. I like that. They're good. Yeah, they're nice.
I like that. That's fun. Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
what's your 11th tip for us?
I don't really have a tip. Do I have a special tip about stress?
You're always just like, buy a block of chocolate.
Oh, that is true. If in doubt,
always your
if in
tip
doubt, do buy chocolate. That is a good one.
Yeah.
And just, yeah. And otherwise, my other tip for reducing stress is listen to Delta Goodrem. This is such a good song. This is Sitting on Top of the World. Keep it right here. This is our Australian special for the 3pm Takeover.
Welcome back to the Australian special of the 3pm Takeover on Radio Northern Beaches. So far, if you haven't caught on, we're playing all Australian artists in honour of our Australia Week.
Woohoo! Who'd have guessed?
And that was Delta Goodrem. Fun fact, she was the first concert I went to.
Wow, she was the first person, not the first concert, but like I saw her speak live at Big W once. I don't know why she was there, but
so
it was really cool and I queued up for hours and, you know, I don't know why she was at Big W, but hey, she was.
I love her.
What of it?
She will always hold a special place in my heart, I think.
She's good, isn't she?
To like our generation, she was just...
She's that person.
Yeah,
she's like the
she was
idol.
that singer for our
age.
Yeah. Anyway, on a completely different note, we're going to talk about some of the stupidest things that people have brought on planes.
Now, see, there's a good reason that I wanted to talk about this because I read the strangest thing in the news this week.
What was it?
Someone in Western Australia was getting on a domestic flight.
How strange is this going to be?
It's going to be strange. It's going to be strange.
Was it like strange enough to make news?
Yeah,
Okay.
It was strange enough to make news. So when you travel, you see like weird things happening at the checkout, right? Like people have got like too much stuff or it's too heavy, you know, too whatever.
Or like glad bags.
Or they've had to like glad wrap it. Like something strange has
strange.
happened. Well, someone on this plane that was leaving from Perth decided it would be a cool idea to try and check in a chainsaw for their hand luggage.
What?
Not even their like under luggage, whatever it's called. Not even their checked in luggage. For their hand luggage, they wanted to take on a chainsaw. And then they couldn't understand why they weren't allowed to have it on the flight. And you were like, because it's a chainsaw.
That's ridiculous.
Why would you want a chainsaw on a plane anyway?
Emergency exits weren't close enough, or
Just saw your
gotta
way
make my own
out of the plane. But that's so crazy. And it made me
Wow.
think. And I was looking it up. And apparently people try to smuggle all sorts of things onto planes. So like there's been reports of people trying to check in daggers, bullets, knuckle knives, firecrackers, pepper spray, pistols, meat cleavers, pretty much like anything strange that you absolutely can't take on a plane. People have tried to check in before.
I've heard of people trying to check in like live animals.
What?
Like trying to, as they carry on, have like live fish and stuff. Actually,
Like a fishbowl just in your
remember
lap on the plane.
hearing a bit ago, a lady was trying to, I think it was a domestic flight in America, and she was trying to bring like a goldfish in a bag.
Oh, that's
And they
so
denied
odd.
her because it was over 100 mils of liquid. The goldfish was fine. It was the
Oh,
liquid.
it was the water that it was swimming in.
Yeah, but obviously so she couldn't because she couldn't like take it out and go through security. By the time it would be dead by the time she got to like water on the other side. But I love that was the reason they were like had to say no, was like
Because of the water
liquid.
load. That's so weird. Have you ever been stopped taking something through security?
Yes. This is such an embarrassing story. I kind of don't want to tell it. Okay, so my dad worked in Perth for a while and we were flying over to see him. And at the time, my locker was really, like, we had like the wooden lockers at school.
Oh, yeah.
And where mine was, it got battered by the wind and the rain a lot. So it would warp, and it was actually warped. And I couldn't get in without using a flathead screwdriver. So I kept it in my pencil case because I had to like unlock my locker, shove it in, like jimmy it open every single
Oh,
time.
no. That's terrible.
And I had homework to do while we were in Perth, and I may have forgotten that the screwdriver was in my pencil case.
Oh,
and
no.
so it goes through like the X-ray thing, and they just like pull it out, and they're like, "Why do you have this?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, I forgot about that." So I think my dad had to like run back because we had parked the car, and he like ran back and like chucked it in the car or something. But
I had that happen as well.
so strange.
But it was
so embarrassing.
It was a pair of scissors, and they got confiscated. and like I was so upset they got taken. And the worst bit was they took something else from my pencil case. They took a collector's glue stick that I bought in the US, and they wouldn't
Why
let
did they
me
take
keep
the
it.
glue stick?
Because you can't check glue sticks in, apparently. You can't take glue sticks.
If
It's a rule.
If someone can take over a plane with a glue stick, give them the plane. Like, that's good.
Power to the glue stick.
Yeah.
How crazy is that, though?
That's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
I'm so sad for your limited. Did they throw it out?
I don't know.
Well, they probably took it to throw it out, and someone was like, "Yes, my kid's gonna love this."
I looked back through the security, and I could just see it standing up there, and I felt really sad. I know.
That's really sad. What a sad note to end on. But what a good song we're going into. Hopefully, this will perk us back up. Hopefully. If you come out on the other side of this song still being sad about Hope's glue stick, you're not alone.
Yeah, and please don't make me feel alone. If you have ever been stopped going through security for whatever reason, anything from a screwdriver to a glue stick, let us know.
Yeah, tell us your strangest airport stories, please.
Welcome back to the 3pm Takeover. This is our Australian special, and we are having an awesome time. Go Australia. I never thought our country was this much fun.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi. There's three. That's all right.
That just became really weird and
oi,
awkward.
oi, oh. No, I'm trying to think where I was. I was somewhere overseas, and there were like a group of Australians. I think it was in the UK, and someone was like, Aussie, 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 and everyone was like, oi. And I was like, but there's three.
Oh,
and I kind of...
How uncomfortable.
Yeah, because then I oied by myself for two of them, and I was like, oh. Yes, oi is a verb. I just made it a verb. No.
I oied by myself.
I did. I had to oi alone. It was so depressing. But moving on from my oiing, we are going to do a quiz about Australia because I want to know how much you know about your homeland.
This could be very embarrassing.
But it could be really good as well.
Yes, it could shine me in a very patriotic light. So we'll see how we go. Play along at home and let us know if you beat me, which will probably be very easily.
They're kind of tricky questions, so we'll see.
Oh, good.
Let's hit it.
Okay.
How many countries are larger than Australia?
Countries. Okay. I'm going to say 2. I'm going to say Russia and Canada.
Okay, incorrect. In what state or territory...
Oh, you're not going to tell me the answer?
No, you'll find out at the end.
Oh, gosh.
In what state or territory was the highest recorded temperature of 53 degrees once recorded?
Okay, it's either going to be Western Australia or something in the middle. I'm going to
Northern
say...
Territory.
Well, it could be where like it crosses over with South Australia.
Oh, true, but it's one state or territory.
I'm going to say WA.
Okay.
Only because it rhymed.
Australia has the world's largest sand island. What is its name?
What? What?
I admit I'm looking at the answers and I don't know this either.
Like you didn't know that's what it was, or you haven't heard the island?
I didn't know what it was. I've heard the island. It's like famous.
I'm tempted to say like Tasmania. No, is it like Kangaroo Island?
Good choice. You'll find out.
Oh, this is torture.
In what year was Advance Australia Fair proclaimed as the national anthem?
Oh my gosh. 1901.
Ooh. Maybe.
Yes. Next.
Do all states and territories have the same blood alcohol limit for non-probationary drivers?
No.
Okay. Number 6. What animal is on the Western Australian flag?
It's a black swan.
Number
I
7.
actually know that one. I've been there.
Oh, in what city did the Commonwealth Parliament first sit?
Sydney?
Okay. Number 8. What animal featured on the 2-cent coin?
I kind of know this. It's either a possum or it's a frilled neck lizard, and I can't for the life of me remember. It's one of those because I've seen one. One of them's the 1 cent, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna say that it's one of those two. I don't know.
Good. That was. Who is the only person to have been awarded both the Australian of the Year and the Young Australian of the Year?
Is it Jessica Watson?
Last question.
I hate this non-answer thing.
I know. I thought it'd be so much more exciting this way. Who is on the front of the current issue of the $100 note?
Wait, what?
Who
it
is
changes? Oh, no,
Yeah.
it hasn't changed.
Yeah, I
current
think
issue.
it has changed before.
Look, I don't get to see many $100 bills in my time, so I have
I was gonna
no
say,
idea.
Who even
I have zero clue. I'm going to say Dorothy
Oh.
McKellar because ladies should be on more banknotes.
I like it. Well, there is a lady on the banknote. The person on it is Dame Nellie Melba, which I admit that I didn't know.
Oh,
And actually, you
nice.
did quite well. So, actually, there are 5 countries larger than Australia.
Oh.
So, you got Russia, Canada, China, the USA, and Brazil.
Oh, I didn't think the US was bigger. I didn't think Brazil was bigger.
Yeah, Brazil is huge.
Wow.
And then the state or territory with the highest recorded temperature was Queensland.
Oh, Queensland.
And the world's largest sand island is Fraser Island, which I
Oh.
didn't know.
There you go.
Advanced Australia Fair was only proclaimed as the anthem in 1984, so very recent.
Really?
Yeah, before that it was
Oh,
still God Save the Queen.
Of course.
Yeah, which is cool. You were incorrect. All states and territories do have the same blood alcohol limit.
Oh, I thought one of them... Did Northern Territory used to have a different one, didn't it? They changed
I think
pretty
everything
recently.
else is different with them.
Yeah.
And then the animal on the Western Australian flag is indeed a black swan.
Ding,
Correct.
ding, ding.
Ding, ding for
Woo.
you. The Parliament first sat in Melbourne, but you were close. And you were totally right about the 2-cent coin. It's a frilled neck lizard, which
Yeah,
I
baby.
would totally have not known.
I'm pumping my fist in the air in excitement for that one.
I don't know how you would ever know that because
I've seen one. We
never,
were like
ever know
cleaning out
that.
our cupboard, and Mum and Dad had a whole bunch of old ones, and I
Oh,
was like,
wow.
oh, and I got to actually see them.
I don't know.
I think I have them somewhere.
I'm really bad with animals because I don't like them. I never can recognize them. So if you show me a picture of an animal, I probably can't tell you what animal it is unless it's like a really obvious domestic animal.
I smell a fun quiz coming up in a future episode of the 3pm Takeover. What animal is this?
special. God.
Okay, we're going to have a little quick one for you for a little payback.
Oh
We're
God.
going to do history and science.
Oh.
So you gave me general knowledge stuff, and you can just you can have the harder ones, okay?
I'm really bad at science though. I
Well,
don't trust this quiz.
Yeah, and I don't know about blood alcohol limits, so pooey for you. Okay, first things first.
Okay.
How many ships were in the first fleet?
Oh God. I should know this from from school history.
Yeah, you actually studied it well. I kind of didn't listen, so
No, this was like year 7 history.
exactly. I was not listening.
There were either 11 or 12,
Okay,
but I don't know which one.
what year did Cyclone Tracy hit Darwin? That came out really Australian. Darwin.
As soon as I heard that, I was like 1974, but I don't know if that's correct.
We'll find out.
That year popped into my brain, or 76.
We'll find out later. Who invented the bionic ear?
Oh God, there's a bionic ear.
Yeah, it turns out.
Okay, well, I didn't even know there were bionic ears, so I certainly don't know who invented it. I presume they were Australian, going off this quiz.
I'd say
good
so.
for them.
Take a guess.
Bionic
Come on.
ear.
Grab a name out of the air. You
I
could be
don't know.
close. You never know.
No, I don't know.
No, come on.
Mr. Bionic ear. I don't know.
Wow. How
That's
did you
really
get
cool.
that?
That was correct.
Okay, where was Ned Kelly's last stand?
Like a place.
I guess that's all the question says.
I don't know. Goulburn. That's where he always was.
Well, Orlando Bloom was there, wasn't he? We'll ask him. Who was Australia's first Aboriginal senator?
Oh, I have no idea. I could tell you the first female senator, but I couldn't tell you the first
That's
Aboriginal
not
one.
what I asked.
I have no idea.
Okay. What date did, in quotation marks, new Parliament House open?
New Parliament House.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm looking for day, month, year. I'll settle for year because I didn't.
These questions are so impossible.
Come on, pick a year, any year.
Like
Pick a random date.
May 1987.
Okay, next question. I'm quite impressed with that.
Okay.
Okay. Which Australian promised to go all the way with LBJ?
Oh, the one that swam off into the river and into the sea and died. Harold Holt.
We'll find out.
All the way
soon.
with Lyndon Baines Johnson.
In what year was gold first discovered in Victoria and New South Wales to begin the gold rush?
1851, same year as the Industrial Revolution.
Oh, you are such a little...
I'm so into my
Nerd.
history that I know nothing about Aboriginal senators.
Which Australian won a Nobel Prize for immune defence research?
Oh, God, I don't know. I know nothing about science.
In what year was decimal currency introduced?
Decimal currency.
Yeah. So, like, instead of pounds and pence, we got dollars.
Oh, I feel like that probably wasn't actually that long ago. Maybe like the early 1960s
Okay.
or the 1950s?
So, there were 11 ships in the first fleet. You got that right.
Yay. Go me.
Cyclone
Yeah.
Tracy did hit in 1974. Well
Whoa,
done.
actually?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so impressed with myself.
The bionic ear was not discovered or invented by Mr. Bionic Ear. Shocker. It's done by Professor Graham Clark.
Oh. I feel like I've heard of him.
Yeah.
That's great.
His name sounds familiar.
Yes.
That's probably why.
Good for him.
Ned Kelly's last stand was at Glen Rowan.
Oh, yeah. No, I know that.
Yeah, I had a chat with Orlando and he confirmed
I
it
felt
for me.
like the G thing. Yeah, I don't know.
Australia's first Aboriginal senator was Neville Bonner.
Oh, okay. No, I wouldn't. I, to be honest, would not have known that.
Yeah, neither. But I don't know any politics, so it's foul play on you.
Whereas I have a degree in politics. That's really embarrassing.
The date of the new Parliament House open, you know why this freaked me out? 9th of May, 1988.
What
You were
did I said?
one year off.
May 1987.
Yeah.
Wow, of all the dates I
Yeah.
could have picked in the world.
Good guess. And the month as well.
Oh, that's so weird. It was the first month that came to my mind.
You were correct. Harold Holt said go all the way with LBJ.
Yeah.
You were correct with 1851 being the year that gold was first discovered.
Yes.
I've been to one of those gold mine places.
They're cool, eh?
I didn't like it. I don't like those kind of places. If it's
Who
like
needs
if it's
gold,
like
right?
convict based, there's a good chance I'm not going to have a happy time. The Australian who won the Nobel Prize for immune defense research was Professor Peter Doherty. And
Oh, good for them.
I'm not going to give this to you. The year the decimal currency was introduced, you said early 1960s. It was 1966. Technically after halfway.
Okay, I'm
But you got the
slightly
decade
out.
right.
It's like the mid. Well, yeah, I figured it couldn't be that long ago.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, well done. I think you did
I'm
a lot better than I
impressed.
thought you were going to.
Well, the historical ones I was kind of.
Oh, no, you sucked on the science ones, but
Oh, yeah.
historical
well,
ones
that's
you
true.
did very, very well.
Science wasn't my thing. But let us know how you went with that. We are going to put the quiz questions up online for you to do yourself at home. Keep listening, guys. We're going to be right back and we are going to be talking about some of the strangest things about Australia. So keep listening to Radio Northern Beaches for our Australian special.
That's a good way to end a song.
It's a cool ending.
That was Vanessa Amorossi.
Who, this is really embarrassing. I didn't know she was Australian.
I feel like I'd never thought about whether she was or wasn't.
Yeah.
If I never made up an opinion.
Fair call. All I knew was that I loved her music. And when I was thinking about who we would include in the show, I was like, I'd love to include Vanessa Amorosi. Wonder where she's from.
If only she was Australian.
Conveniently, she is. I don't know where I thought she was like Kiwi. I don't know.
Oh.
Whatever.
And before that we heard Burn by Jessica Malboy.
She is such a star. She's like
She's so cool.
out there doing it for Australia. Being famous.
I love that we included her in our Australia special.
I know, how good is she?
Because she performed year before last at Eurovision representing Australia. And
Yeah, and she actually performs at so many things. Like she's always going around
She's so busy.
singing the anthem at
Yeah.
like different sporting events and whatnot, and really cool.
Yeah, no, she's awesome. I enjoy her a lot. And
She's
she,
great.
unlike our next segment, is not something odd about Australia.
No, she has something really great about Australia.
Yeah.
But let's talk about odd things about Australia.
I don't know if this is odd, more than it's bloody annoying, is that we have ridiculously slow internet. Like,
Well, I know I
globally.
do. Globally, really?
Yeah, so in 2014, we were ranked 58th in the world,
That's embarrassing.
slower than Kazakhstan, Madagascar, and Vanuatu.
That is slow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awful. I was going to say, I know my internet is bad, but that's my area. That's, okay, that's lame. Well,
Let's
have
hope that NBN really,
really
steps
kicks
us up.
off. Roll it out, please, to the peninsula. Anyway, I have the funniest thing ever. Did you know, and I actually didn't know this at all, that Melbourne was originally called Batmania?
No. That's amazing.
I know, it sounds like Batman, but it's because...
Why didn't they keep it? Because, I would way prefer to live in Batmania.
So it seems that in June 1835, the area, which is now central and northern Melbourne, was explored by John Batman, who negotiated purchase of
Batman?
2,400 square kilometres.
Batman explored Victoria.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
fun. So he purchased 2,400 square kilometres of land from the Aboriginal elders, and so then he called it Batmania. But then when the settlement was renamed by the British Prime Minister, it became Melbourne after second Viscount Melbourne. But Batmania would have been so much cooler.
That would have been awesome. And everyone would talk like this.
Batmania.
Keep the city safe.
I think that's so cool. What else is weird about Australia?
Well, Western Australia is the only state that has tried to secede from the rest of Australia.
Like they tried to leave the country?
No, they tried to get independence.
Yeah. To not be part of Australia.
Yeah. Like,
How
didn't
rude.
Texas try and do that a while ago to try and be like their own country?
Yeah. And I think Hawaii has tried to do that in the
Oh my
States
goodness.
as well.
Does that mean that Western Australia is the Texas of Australia?
Yeah, but that would be awkward if they left because they are like half our country size-wise. We'd be really poor off financially if we didn't have Western
'Cause
Australia.
all the
and
mining's over there.
Awkward.
And they have lovely wildflowers.
They'd probably be, you know what, they'd probably be fine by themselves.
We'd be horticulturally poorer.
We would be.
Oh, that was back in 1933. So unless someone wants to like try and
it's quite a while ago.
do it again.
Yeah.
Go on, WA.
Yeah.
Step up.
Did you know that we had the first ever documented flash mob in Australia?
What?
Yeah. So
As in like someone stopped in a mall and turned music on and everyone danced?
yeah, but like actually flashing
Oh, okay, right.
as well. Yeah. So in 1832,
This will be why I haven't heard of it.
in
Continue.
Tasmania, 300 female convicts stood as
Those
one.
ladies as well?
Yep. No, they were
Ladies.
all female, stood as one, and bared their bottoms to the governor during an assembly and danced.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so proud to be an Australian female
In
right
front of
now.
governors and priests and all sorts of people like that. And it was the first documented flash mob, and they were all women in the 1800s in little old Tasmania.
Wow.
Who knew?
Bless. That's amazing.
That's so weird, right?
That's cool.
The things you find out.
That's
Fascinating,
very
right?
brave for like early 1800s.
I know, right? Just get like arrested for that kind of thing.
Well,
Thrown
they're already in jail, so I guess they
Oh,
didn't
that's
have
true,
much
they're
else
convicts.
to lose.
True that.
Something that I already knew, and it involves an animal that I ate a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, the kangaroo?
Yes, indeed. The emu and the kangaroo, which are on our coat of arms.
Mm-hmm.
The reason they're on there is because neither of those animals can walk backwards, and it's a symbol that Australia is moving forward and not walking backwards.
That's so like progressive and innovative.
I
I like
think
that.
it's a
I
very
think I
clever
knew
symbolism.
that. Yeah, it's really smart
really
symbolism.
clever.
But then they don't really tell people because I remember finding that out and being like so impressed. But I was probably like mid-high school age before I knew that. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Like-
it had animals to do with it, so I was like, I knew it.
Because in my mind, I was like, why didn't they put, like a wombat or a koala? I feel like they're better known than an emu.
Yeah, they probably. I feel like a koala would make more sense, like icon-wise.
Yeah, because I was thinking icon. I was like, why the emu? But
Emus are cool. Have you seen them like play fetch?
no.
Oh my God.
Emus play fetch?
They're so cute, but like their mouths aren't big enough to get the ball, so they run over the ball and they like jump around all happy because they found the ball.
Oh.
Seriously, guys, Google
Bless.
like emu playing fetch. It is easily one of the cutest things you'll ever witness. It's ridiculous.
That is
I
so
want
weird.
a domesticated pet emu
That sounds
just to play
dangerous.
fetch.
That's so funny. Hey, and last fun fact, so I think this is so cool. Guess who holds the Guinness Book of Records for like drinking the largest glass of ale in 12 seconds?
12 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he drank a yard glass. So a yard glass
that's like
is
almost
is like a meter.
Yeah.
Pretty much, with a big ball bit at the bottom. So it's a lot.
Is it like an Australian celebrity?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like Paul Hogan or something.
Nope. It was one of our prime ministers.
No.
It was Bob Hawke.
Amazing.
Bob Hawke in
Could this
1954
country get any better?
has the Guinness World Record for drinking.
Like still has it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, for drinking a yard glass of ale in, I think it's 11 seconds.
That's awesome.
And so crazy.
That's a lot of ale.
That is a lot. That's, ew.
I couldn't do that.
Neither could I.
I'm just one tiny, tiny person. I like my beer and my ale, but I don't know if I could do a yard glass of it.
yeah,
Gosh.
not that
Or
much.
should I try and take his record from him?
Do it.
We will see.
Be the next one.
As long as it's still held by an Australian, that's all everyone will care about.
This is true. Bob Hawke, Victoria from 3pm Takeover.
It's a classic Succession. Anyway.
Same thing.
Anyway, we're going to move on to one of my favorite bands as growing up. I love Jets with every fiber of my being, and I wish that they'd come back and do more music. But anyway,
Very good one, aren't they?
classic song, Are You Gonna Be My Girl? If you don't know the words and you're not dancing and making up interpretive dance moves that go with the lyrics, then what are you doing
Then
with your
we
life?
can see you in your car and you should be doing that.
Yeah, reassess your life and make up dance moves right now. This is your opportunity. Enjoy.
Welcome back to the show. You're listening to the 3pm Takeover, and we are coming to the end of our show. But before we get to the end, something really cool that we did towards the end of last week's show was talk about our favourite spot on the beaches for this week, which was cool. And then a couple of people contacted me after the show and told me where they liked to be on the northern beaches. So this week we have picked a new spot.
Oh, that's nice they did that.
I know, it's cool. Yeah, I got a couple of messages from people saying where they liked to go. So where have you been this week and what is your top pick of the week for our beautiful beaches?
I haven't been that far. I've just been like holed up doing my uni work, which is like zero fun. One of my favourite spots is actually, it's a very momentary spot.
Okay.
Because it's when you're coming from, I don't know the street, because the street changes name a bunch of times. If you're coming from in Balgala from White Street and you're driving towards Manly and it turns into East Esplanade.
Oh, I know
There's
what you
this
mean.
corner where you go around and it's like this beautiful like 2-second view of like the headlands and like the berries coming in and I love it. Every time I drive, I'm always like, it's just like a sweet spot when you're coming in.
I love
Manly.
views like that. It's like when you drive along the headland of Bilgola and Avalon and it's really high over the cliffs there and you see all the beach and everything. That's beautiful.
I love that. It just makes the drive like so worth it.
I know, it's so nice, especially when you can be a passenger and you can look at it.
Yeah. I think if you're on the other side of the road, I think there's like a bit you can pull in and like take photos and stuff. I think
Yeah.
they've like
Cool
left
headland.
area, which is really cool. I'm glad that they do that because it's such
That's
a
really
beautiful
awesome.
spot. So
Yeah.
that's my spot of the week for sure. What's yours?
My spot of the week is Mona Vale Beach. I don't often go there, but I did this week. I went with my boyfriend and we got takeaway drinks and we sat on the beach. And Mona Vale
that's
is
nice.
nice. And I always forget until I'm there how big Mona Vale is and how open it is. You can see so far and you can see all the neighbouring beaches. And it's really, really cool. I love
That's
it.
awesome. I think I forget as well that you can like see so much from that beach.
Yeah, Mona Vale is beautiful. So that was
We're so lucky.
That's my spot of the week.
We have such beautiful beaches.
we do.
Even as like a not huge beach person, I love
From like a view
looking.
perspective.
Yeah, I love looking at the beach.
Yeah.
And they're just something about it, especially
nice.
like the strong yellow Australian sand and like the beautiful blue of the water
I know, it makes you
and the
appreciate
pine
it.
trees and all the trees around it. It's like such a beautiful mix of colours.
Yeah, take that in. That's all a part
Take
of
that
listening.
in.
It's all a part of our
Breathe it
Australian
in.
special. Breathe in the Australian-ness of this show.
Now, if you don't want to miss any more amazing specials or amazing shows, which is what we do, you should be following us on all our social medias. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter, we have a SoundCloud up, so if you miss any, which...
Why would you?
What? But if you have, it's okay. I forgive you. You're welcome. You can go to our SoundCloud, which is soundcloud.com/the3pm Takeover, and we have our latest 5 or 6 shows, depending on how good I am at uploading them. And we send out tweets and Facebook posts about stuff we did in the show and reminders and sending out for requests. You've got to send us requests of songs and tell us your strange airport stories.
And tell us how you did with the quiz. We're going to put the questions up
Yes.
online after the show,
Definitely. Tell us if you beat us, if you got all of them right, which
you would be very
probably.
smart if you did.
not that hard to get. They were hard. Actually, you know what? They were hard questions. I stand
They
by.
were. You're right. They were difficult questions.
Yeah, I think we did pretty well. And send us requests for our next special, which will always be the first Wednesday of the month. We do a special. So we had our 90s special was last month, and this month we've done the Australia special. G'day mate, shrimp on the barbie, all that
that
awful
kind of
stereotype stuff.
And we only have one more special show for the year, which will be the first week of December. So
yeah.
it's going to be a big one. So you're going to want to be listening.
And I'm going to put out there, Christmas special doesn't count because we're going to be doing Christmas stuff anyway. We want something like special.
Yeah,
Send
not
us awesome
Christmas. We're not
requests.
doing that. But it will be Wednesday the 2nd of December. And that will be our last special for the year. So we want to pick some theme that is like really out of this world cool.
Yeah.
So we want your requests. We're going to pick someone's. This themed show, which was Australian special, was picked by one of our listeners. And so we want another listener to pick the next one because we love hearing what you guys want to hear.
Yeah, like we want to make content and talk about stuff that you want to hear.
Yes, your show, guys.
Yeah, like we love doing it.
We love doing it. We love picking the things, but this is your drive home and we want to give you what we want, what you want and what we want. And so make sure you let us know by contacting us on our social media. Yeah.
With that note, we will see you next week. Thanks for sticking around for our excellent, awesome, amazing Australia special because that's what it was. I hope you enjoyed the songs by all our Australian artists.
Yeah.
Join us next week for international music because we'll be playing
We'll be having a
not only
normal
from
show,
Yeah.
but from everyone else. But we're going to leave you with an Australian classic.
Classic. Oh my goodness, classic.
Such a good show.
I'm excited.
See you next week.